Alrighty guys, what is going on? My name is Zante and welcome back to even more Dokkan Battle. So with the 5th year anniversary approaching global really quickly, I wanted to make a video talking about a couple of units that I think have been overshadowed by the hype train known as the LR Blue Fusions. Now those two units are LR Rose Goku Black and physical LR Broly Cheelai and Lemo. Now, I feel like you shouldn't sleep on either of these units, so this video is going to be talking about them for a bit, and then towards the end, I'm going to try and help you guys decide on whether or not you should summon for them yourselves. But before we get into either of them, let me quickly ask you guys for a favor. If you guys could hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, so that way you guys won't miss out on any of my new summon videos, guide videos, or news videos, as well as leaving a like and dropping a comment, letting me know what you thought about this video, what kind of videos you would want to see in the future, and if you guys are going to end up summoning for these two LRs yourselves. With the 5th year anniversary being less than a week away, as well as Tanabata beginning on JP, there's going to be a ton of content for a while, and I think you guys should stick around, as I hope that some of my content will end up helping you guys in the long run. I would love to become one of your favorite sources of Dokkan content. But with all that out of the way, let's get right into these units here. So, we're going to start with Rose Goku Black. I'm just going to drop you his leader skill and his passive skill, and then we can talk about whether or not he would be worth summoning for. So, his leader skill, him being a legendary summon banner unit, he will be getting a Ki +4 leader skill. So, his leader skill is Future Saga category, Ki +4 and HP attack and defense plus 130%, or Extreme Int type Ki +4 and HP attack and defense plus 100%. His passive skill is attack and defense plus 66%, plus an additional attack plus 6% per Ki meter bar up to 120%, Ki +2 with each final blow delivered up to +6, and he recovers 6% HP at the end of turn in which attack was received. So, he is definitely the definition of a nuker unit. Let me just say this, he hits very hard. I have seen him hit 4.5 million attack stats with 55% in the hidden potential system. To hit that hard without any dupes is very impressive. However, he is a little bit wonky. Now, he is unlike some other nuker type units, he doesn't get stronger per Ki sphere obtained. However, he does get stronger per Ki meter bar. Now, it's a little bit different in the fact that you can't really fill up a whole field of orbs just for him to get, super strong. He does need to have his only Ki link active, which is Fear and Faith, and he does need his passive to be fully built up. Now, he gets his full passive built up with 20 Ki spheres, and he will need to get that +6 up to +6 Ki fully built up with each final blow delivered to be able to do his maximum. Now, to get that +6 Ki, he needs to deal the final blow, which means he needs to kill an enemy with his super attack. So you're gonna definitely need to do. He would be impressive in longer winded events where there are multiple phases and such, where you can definitely get him some KOs. However, for shorter events, he's not going to be able to get that passive fully built up, but for those shorter events, they're probably going to be easy enough to where he slices through them like butter anyway. He also isn't that impressive defensively. You're going to want to put him in a slot where he doesn't get attacked first and where he can super attack before he does take an attack. With his super attack greatly raising defense for one turn, he can tank quite well. However, he isn't by far a good defensive unit without a super attack. So, he is pretty good, he does hit hard, and his active skill is pretty impressive. His active skill rages, and can be activated when HP is 66% or less, starting from the 6th turn from the start of battle, once only. Now, you're not really going to see this active skill of his, this rage mode. It's going to be quite a rare thing, and it's pretty good. It actually solves the problem that a lot of the other rage active skills have, which is Ki links, so you would be able to super very easily with him, because In his Rage mode, his passive skill is Ki +1 in addition per Ki sphere obtained, and his attacks are effective against all types. So he does solve the problem that a lot of, say, the Giant mode active skills have, which is Ki links, and he will be dishing out a ton of damage due to being effective against all types. So overall, he's a very solid unit. Yeah, definitely is, very hype because he is on Realm of Gods, and that category is going to be absolutely nutty after the 5th year anniversary between the Blue Fusions and himself. Now, let's move on to what is, in my opinion, the most unique unit in Dokkan, which is Broly, Cheelai, and Lemo. Again, since he is a legendary summon banner unit, he will be having a Ki +4 leader skill, and his leader skill is Movie Bosses category Ki +4 and HP attack and defense +130%, or Extreme Physical type Ki +4 and HP attack and defense +100%. His passive skill, attack and defense +15% per Ki sphere obtained, plus an additional attack and defense +5%, and Ki +2 per Ki sphere obtained with 2 or more physical Ki spheres obtained. All allies attack +39% with 2 or more AGL or STR Ki spheres obtained. All allies defense +39% with 2 or more Tech or Int Ki spheres obtained. Evades enemies' attacks, including super attacks, with 7 or more Ki spheres obtained. Now, did you get all that? I think that most people are going to have a tough time remembering his passive skill, but I think you should think about it in this simple way. If you're getting AGL or STR Ki spheres, he will be giving all allies plus attack. And if you're giving him Tech or Int Ki spheres, then he will be giving all allies plus defense. And if you are getting physical Ki spheres, then you are going to be dodging all enemy attacks, including super attacks, because that requires 7 or more Ki spheres obtained. Now, that's very interesting, but it's also very wonky. I think that you can give him the moniker of built differently. There definitely is not a unit that comes close to this level of unique design that this Broly, Cheelai, and Lemo card has. However, one of the reasons why I think that he is overlooked a bit is because of that difficulty with his passive skill. Depending on what type of Ki orbs you give him, he will be doing something different. But he does have that ability of flexibility. He is able to do certain things depending on the situation in the game. And I think that if you build your team correctly, you could influence what he does to a certain extent by adding a certain orb changer to your team depending on what you would want to happen. Like if you put Tech Super Saiyan God Super Saiyan Vegeta, the Tech Blue Vegeta from the Resurrection F on your team, he would be changing orbs into Tech Ki spheres, which would allow you and the rest of your units on your team to tank pretty well because you will be getting plus 39 defense. So it's one of those things where he's very wonky and difficult to use, and it's pretty, his flexibility is overshadowed by that difficulty of use. So he is an awesome unit, however, and I think that he's a fun addition to your collection. So with all that being said, should you summon for them? Now, they are going to both appear on a legendary summon banner known as the Top Legendary Summon, or the TOP banner as a lot of people refer to it as. That is going to be dropping on July 27th, I believe. So that's a little bit after the Blue Fusions drop. If you want to know more about dates during the 5th year anniversary, definitely check out my video talking about those dates after this video. So, legendary summon banners are renowned for being awful. The only real difference between this one and a typical legendary summon banner is that this one has 2 featured LRs. Now, there are 12 featured units in total, and of course that just makes it that much harder to pull one of these 2 new LRs. So, should you summon for them? Well, you have to ask yourself a few things. Are you a newer player? Are you a free-to-play player? What does your box look like? So if you're a newer player or you're a free-to-play player that has a roster that isn't that diverse or doesn't have a lot of the good units, from the past on them, then I would say no. Especially because the LR Blue Fusion banners are fantastic, and there is just way more value to them. Value should always be the priority for free-to-play players and newer players. And those two banners, the Blue Fusion banners, are simply way too high in value between how good the units are, with the Blue Fusions on them, and then the tickets that are global exclusive, by the way. All of that just counts towards the Blue Fusion banners. So, I guess if you have some or most of the good units on both of those banners, and you already did your 55 unit summon, since there is a free version of that summon which requires 55 tickets throughout the anniversary. However, you can do a 200 stone multi, and you can get a free LR at the end of that multi. Like, it's a guaranteed LR at the end of that 200 stone multi, and I just think that that's also way better than this legendary summon banner. Now, the LRs on that 200 stone multi aren't exactly the newer ones like LR Rose, Physical Broly, and the Blue Fusions. However, if you're lower on LRs, you want to bolster your box with LRs, I think that 200 stone multi is better than trying to summon for either Rose or Broly. So, at the end of the day, a legendary summon banner is really just one of those things you summon on for fun, because the units on them are very premium. They are like win more, I guess. You definitely don't need them, and their banner is just too much of a stone trap for me to really suggest anyone to summon for them. However, they are awesome units, and I think that if you do end up summoning for them and you do pull them, I think that you did, you won the game, basically. I mean, not won the game, but you definitely picked up a super strong unit, and, I don't think that you should regret it in the slightest. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching. That was the end of the video, and until my next video, I will see you guys then.